Hi, my name is Peyton, and in this video I will describe the story of Alberto Curamil in the Mapuche community. In general, this story surrounds collaboration and what might come out of it. Starting with who this story is about and where. Alberto Curamil is an indigenous Mapuche leader and environmental activist in the Araucanía region in Chile. The Mapuche are an indigenous community who fight to preserve their environment and to protect their territory. This group considers all life forms as their brothers and sisters, such as plants and animals. And additionally, Mapuche translates to people of the land. So this is the largest indigenous group in Chile, who often live in poverty as a result of land privatization in the 19th century. More specifically, the Chilean army took over the Araucanía region in the 19th century and sold land off to private owners, making it difficult for residents to live in this region now. Moving on to the main environmental problem, about a decade ago in 2010 or 2015, Chile's Minister of Energy made public an energy plan with intentions to build 40 hydroelectric projects on rivers in Araucanía, with help from the Chilean government and two private energy companies, which are Swiss Hydro and Agrosol. Two of these hydroelectric projects were going to be built on the Cauntin River within the Mapuche territory. These two projects were called Alto Cauntin and Doña Alicia, and were expected to redirect hundreds of millions of gallons of water for power generation. In turn, this would irreversibly damage Chile's environment and deprive the Mapuche of their water. On top of that, the surrounding ecosystems would suffer, harming wildlife and plants. So, how was this issue addressed, and what was the response from the government? When Alberto Curamil and other Mapuche leaders heard this announcement, they took action. Curamil used Mapuche traditional gatherings as means to bring the community together against the two hydroelectric projects, Alto Cauntin and Doña Alicia. Non-indigenous community members, such as environmental organizations and academics or scholars, joined these traditional gatherings in support of the Mapuche. After collaborating together, citizens living in the Araucanía region went to protest, march, and blockade roads in resistance. Additionally, Curamil made a legal campaign against the hydropower projects and worked with lawyers that were already familiar with representing indigenous communities in Chile. In this campaign, the Chilean government is accused of violating laws that require free, prior, and informed consent before approving development projects. In turn, the Chilean government falsely imprisoned Curamil on the accusation of disorderly conduct and causing public disturbance with his protests. While in prison, the police assaulted him and left marks. They even attacked his pregnant spouse while he was away. And so even with this response from the government, Curamil and his community's efforts were successful, as the Alto Cauntin project was canceled in May of 2016. The Doña Alicia project was also scrapped in December of 2016, saving the Mapuche territory from immense harm. So even though Curamil was eventually let free by police, he was once again falsely accused of participating in criminal activity later on. Additionally, due to his arrest, his daughter Belén Curamil accepted the Goldman Environmental Prize when he won shortly after in 2019. While on stage, Belén gave a speech on the Mapuche community and what they stand for. And eventually, after a delay in the trial, Alberto was acquitted once again within the same year in December. Finally, the takeaway of this story, in my opinion, is the success of this community, mostly because they work together. Without the united front, it is likely that the hydroelectric projects may have gone forth. And although many similar stories of fighting to protect the environment end unsuccessfully, this victory has been inspiring for other communities in Latin America who face the same issues.